Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got another vintage box to open. This is the 1986 Sportsflics. And this is the 1986 Rookies set. See the players there in the back. And this one says it contains, let me see here. Oh, we got an official Don Mattingly fan club you can send in and be part of his Don Mattingly #1 fan club. I don't know if that address in Connecticut's still valid, but we'll put that over in our vintage area until I figure out something better to do with it. And this one comes with a whole bunch of rookie quiz trivia Sportsflics cards. So on the back they give the answer. So let's see what the first one says here. Who was the first pitcher to be named Rookie of the Year in the National League? Was it Ralph Branca, Don Newcomb, Joe Black, or Ryan Roberts? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to guess Don Newcomb. The answer is yes, Don Newcomb, 17-8 in 1949. I had a 1 in 4 chance, so that's the kind of rookie quiz questions you might find in the Sportsflics card. I'm not going to go through all of those, but if you want me to in future videos, let me know. We can start or end the video with a very interesting rookie. And I don't know who any of those 4 players are, actually. I've heard the name Newcomb, so that's why I guessed it. But and this has a false bottom. I'm just trying to make sure that there's nothing underneath the false bottom, which there is not. So that was a big waste of time. So I'll put the false bottom back in. And let's go ahead and put these out in the... I might have to redo my baseball wall here. Maybe put both of these bad boys out there. We'll do that for now. We can always fix it later. Just to get it out of the way. So, what does this set look like? If you've never seen Sportsflics cards, they look like this, and you turn them, and they call that magic motion back in the day. It's probably not magical, but so this is what a card looks like. I'll try to do the little tippy thing so you can see both of them. This is John Kruk. My story about John Kruk is that he was, well, everybody knows who John Kruk is because he was an announcer, kind of a character, and not sure what he's doing now, but he was one of those kind of guys that would hit really good home runs but would strike out all the time. But this is a John Kruk rookie card. Next up we have Edwin Carrera. I don't have a story for Edwin Carrera. I'm kind of wondering how you would autograph a Sportsflics card though, because if you feel it, it's very textured, I guess is the only thing I can say. And this is Pete Incaviglia, a very decent power hitter for the Rangers. thought he also played for the Cubs at some point, but I'm not sure. Got a Brewer here. And this is Dale Sveum. Dale Sveum. So who are we chasing in the 1986 rookie Sportsflics card? Well, the three cards that have the most value are going to be Bo Jackson, Barry Bonds, and Jose Canseco. Those are going to be your three that are going to be in the, I don't know, $1 to $5 range, $1 to $12 range, somewhere in there. They're not worth a lot, but those are the three that are going to carry some value. And I also will be looking for a Will Clark and a Bobby Bonilla from my Wall of Fame here. We got Will Clark right over here. This is his 87 Topps rookie, and we have a Bobby Bonilla. That's his Fleer rookie, I believe, 87 Fleer rookie. So I'll be adding those to my list, even though their value is probably down in the less than $1, less than $2 range. But those are the 5 players that would make me say, oh, this is a good set to pick up and take a look at. This is Juan Nieves. No story for Juan Nieves. And this is definitely going to be my Will Clark. Will Clark in his younger days. So, Mr. Will the Thrill Clark. And this one here, we got an Anaheim Angel. I was going to guess Wally Joyner. That's Wally Joyner. And this is a San Diego pitcher. I do not know who this one is just by looking at it. Lance McCullers. Actually, Lance, I think, played for some other teams after the Padres. Thought he played for, like, the Indians, but I might be wrong about that. Speaking of the Indians, we have an Indian there. Who's that? Chuck Finley? Scott Bales. Ooh, swing and a miss on that one. Got another Brewers. This is a pitcher. Dan Plesac. See, I know Dan Plesac as a Tiger. I did not know Dan Plesac as a Brewer. He's one of those guys I got to see what he's up to. If he's still around, I might try to send him a card to autograph. Gotta know who this guy is. This is the man, the great, the legend, Mr. Jose Canseco. Next up, we have a pitcher. It's a Texas pitcher. I have no idea who it is. I'm going to guess Kenny Rogers. Bobby Witt. Dang it. I should have known that one. If I see a Texas pitcher, I don't know who they are. I just guess Kenny Rogers. But the great Bobby Witt. I don't know if Bobby Witt's in the Hall of Fame or not, but he is a guy that was a longtime pitcher, usually a reliever, I think, in the later years. This right here, I'm going to guess this is, is it Barry or is it Bob? I'm going to guess Barry Bonds. And yes, it is. That's Barry Bonds. Could have won either way on that one. He looks more like Barry Bonds now that I look at him. Here we have an Atlanta Brave. No idea who that is. Andre Thomas with an S on the end of Andre. We got a Houston Astro. Ooh, I feel like I should know who that guy is. Jim DeShanes. Nope, I would not have got that if I got a million guesses. Here we have another Texas Ranger. And it actually has 3 looks. You have the face, the batting stance, and the swing. And this is Ruben Sierra. Wow, I should have got that one too. Ruben Sierra. Here we have he's swinging, and then this is a Minnesota Twin. Oh, I don't know who this would be. Steve Lombardozzi. Got a Cleveland Indian here. Ooh, I feel like I should know who this one is too. Oh, come on. I'm not going to get Corey Snyder, darn it. And here we got an LA Dodger. Don't know who that is. Reggie Williams. I would not have gotten that one. Here we got another Texas player. This is a pitcher. And it's not Kenny Rogers, so I'm not going to. Mitch Williams. Jeez, I should have got that one. I know Mitch Williams more as a Cub, but he did start out with the Rangers. And he was a broadcaster, too, for a while. Here we got another Brewer. I'm all Brewered out. Glenn Braggs. I think Glenn Braggs also played for Seattle. I may be wrong. Speaking of Seattle, who do we got here? No idea. Danny Tartable. Ugh. A name I recognize, but a face I don't. Here we got another Houston Astro. This is it looks like a pitcher. Charlie Kerfeld. I would not have gotten that one. A pitcher from Atlanta. Paul Ossenmacher. I do not Paul Ossenmacher played for some other teams, I think, besides Atlanta that he might be more known for. We got a San Francisco Giant, Robbie Thompson. Okay. This might be my Bobby Bonilla. And it is. So we got Will Clark, Bob Bonilla, Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds. There's only one more player we're looking for, and that's Bo Jackson. And you'll know when you see Bo. Bo knows when he sees Bo. Andres Galarraga. I should have known that one from the Expos. Ugh. He was also a Cub, I believe, for a while. And we got another Brewer. Big Brewer rookie class in 86. Billy Joe Robideau. Nice. That's a nice name. That's a nice baseball name. But Billy Joe Robideau. Don't see too many Billy Joes anymore. Oh, I don't know who this is. I want to say Craig Nettles. Bruce Ruffin. Darn it. Bruce Ruffin. He was a reliever for a long time. We got a Cleveland Indian. A pitcher. I don't know who that is. Greg Swindell. Okay. Got a Chicago White Sox. Go over to the south side. I have no idea, but it does give you a hint. Something, I want to say like Calabria, and I'm only guessing. Cangelosi. Darn it. That was a guess, that one. Oh, this one they gave it. This is Traber. This is Jim Traber. They gave you that one away on the back of his jersey with the old Baltimore Oriole logo that I used to love. Jim Traber. Baltimore was kind of like my non-Tigers sort of favorite team. Used to have a Baltimore Oriole batting helmet. I think it was a decorative batting helmet. I don't think it was a real one. Got another Southsider here. I don't know who that is. Russ Mormon. Ooh, this one. Ooh, it's a Cincinnati Red. I'm going to guess Barry Larkin. Yes, it is Barry Larkin. Ooh, Cardinals pitcher. If I say Cardinals pitcher, I usually think Tim Worrell, but that's not Tim Worrell. Oh, Todd Worrell. I'm sorry. It was Todd Worrell. That was a total guess, too. Kind of got it wrong because I called him Tim Worrell. This one, usually if I see a pitcher from this area, I was going to guess Stottlemyre, but instead I threw him right on the floor. And he landed face up. No damage. John Cerruti. Would not have gotten that one. Would not have gotten that one. Kansas City hitter, don't know. Mike Kingery. Another, this isn't Stottlemyre though. I'm only going to guess Stottlemyre because it's the only Blue Jays pitcher from 86 that I would have remembered. Mark Eichhorn. Another Kansas City pitcher. What did they do? Get all the Kansas City pitchers in 86? Don't know, Scott Bankhead. And this is definitely, this is the man. This is Bo Jackson. If you haven't seen the Bo Knows 30 for 30 or whatever it is on ESPN, watch it. Bo is one of those players, and I'm going to go over another guy like this that has a similar story, not quite as a happy ending story, but he's another one of those guys that if you didn't see him play, especially if you didn't see him play football, you just don't know Bo. Bo Jackson was one of the all-time greatest athletes you will ever see play if you got to see him play. And on the Bo Knows thing, they even go into his Tecmo Bowl supremacy. And he was an absolute dominant force on Nintendo Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Super Bowl, I believe is it? No, Greg Matthews. I'm gonna. Oh man, this one's a Tiger. Who would be a Tiger in '86? I want to say this one starts with a J. I do not know. You know what? I bet it's like Russ Hankey or something like that. Eric King. Damn it. Now that I see the name, it does make sense with the face. Oh, we got a guy sliding in, and it can't be Barry Larkin because I already pulled Barry Larkin, so I do not know. Cal Daniels. I would never have gotten that. I thought Cal Daniels was a pitcher, and I thought he was white. So I would have never gotten that one. Here we got a Bo Sox. Looks like a pitcher. Don't know. Kelvin Schiraldi. I would not have gotten that one. I was going to guess like De Los Santos or something. Here we got a Mariner. Could it be Harold Reynolds? Mickey Brantley. I was close. This one you can sort of tell because he's got on his back, it says ROSE, so I'm going to guess it's Roselle, but no, this is a triple star. That's why. Oh, they got me. San Francisco. This guy's wearing it looks like a Reds uniform. And then we got a Baltimore. So they got 3 different players. Willie Mays, Pete Rose, and Fred Lynn. So Willie Mays, there's Pete Rose. I did not recognize Pete Rose from... I should because it says Rose on his back, but I was thinking, okay, that's just the front of his name. Willie Mays, that does look like Willie Mays, and San Francisco would make sense. And Fred Lynn. Wait, Fred Lynn? With the Red Sox? That's not a Red Sox, that's a Baltimore player. I don't know. But that's what it says. 3 players who were outstanding in their rookie seasons. Fred Lynn in 75, Pete Rose in 83, and Willie Mays in 1951. So that's not really a rookies card. It's more like a looking back at the rookies card. This one I think is also one of those. We got a New York Met, and that looks like I don't know. I'm not going to be able to guess it anyway. 3 players who were outstanding in their rookie seasons. Tom Seaver, Fernando Valenzuela, and Dwight Gooden. So that's Fernando Valenzuela on the Dodgers. Dwight Gooden is there. I wouldn't have got Tom Seaver, although I do know that name, obviously. And here we got a dual player. Looks like a Yankee. Could it be 2 Yankees? 6 players who are outstanding in their rookie seasons. You have, maybe it's like 3 different players on each. Yeah, it's 3 different players on the top and 3 different players on the bottom. Eddie Murray in 77. Lou Whitaker, sweet Lou. I didn't see Lou on there. No. It's hard to see on these, but Steve Sachs in 82, Cal Ripken Jr. in 1982, and Darryl Strawberry in 1983. I do recognize the Darryl Strawberry there on the bottom, but right there. The other ones I would not have guessed. Although, yeah, Eddie Murray, he's hitting up there. I would recognize that one. And that's called the Big Six. Then we have a Mets Kevin Mitchell. And we have a Pirates catcher. I'm not going to be able to guess that one. Mike Diaz. All right, so there you go. Got the 5 I was chasing. And the rest of the rookie set there from 86 Sportsflics. You end up getting 50 cards and a bunch of Magic Motion cards, probably 34 because it says 84 on the side there. So yeah, that was Sportsflics. They never caught on like people probably thought they would with the Magic Motion, but it was definitely an 80s, late 80s kind of limited card run. They didn't last into the 90s. I think I might have had like an 85 Sportsflics of... Oh, come on, who is it? I want to say Dwight something, and I can't remember. It was a Red Sox. I want to say Dwight Evans was the guy I have a Sportsflics. Might be wrong in that one, but anyway, let me know if you like the Sportsflics from '86, and the centering's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the centering on these cards, so who knows? They might actually grade halfway decent, although Sportsflics tend to not grade well. Most of the Sportsflics you'll find online, they get a grade of like a 7, and that just doesn't, unless you're going to get a grade of a 10, it's not going to make it any of these cards really worth much. I think a Sportsflics 86 of Barry Bonds grade 10 PSA is going to maybe get around $100 or something, but I am happy with the quality. I'm happy with the corners. Cards are kind of bendy. These ones aren't that bad though. I've seen a lot worse with Sportsflics, and it's actually a lot worse with the chrome cards than these ones. But go ahead, hit a like if you want to, subscribe if you want to, and you could dislike if you want to, but why would you do that? I mean, other than disliking Sportsflics. I was never a big Sportsflics fan, to be honest. I might have gotten like 1 pack as a kid of Sportsflics just to say I did. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go watch some football. I kind of hurt my back bowling yesterday, so I'm going to put the heating blanket on it and took some muscle relaxers, so I'm kind of probably going to fall asleep watching football. Plus, it's the Raiders in Denver, so I could give a flying poo. All right, thanks for watching. I will be doing another eBay card, whatever I call that. Usually it's because I get a Tops Now order, and I'll do some Tops Now and some eBay finds. But I haven't got, all I've gotten from Tops Now is them sending me messages saying that some of the stuff is delayed. So, but still, I know there's at least a couple Tops Now orders that are en route. There's just some that are behind, and I did get some eBay stuff in, so I will do a video soon about those. I have one vintage box of hockey, so P-Dub, if you're watching this, if you're tuning in, There is going to be a special edition vintage hockey box I'm going to open, a wax box. Not going to say which one it is, but all right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.